Hi everyone and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. Sorry, I've been literally yelling at the news for the past 5 minutes because they're talking about Joaquin and all the towns it could hit, and I'm like, no, don't do it. So let's get to today's General Hospital recap. Also, early next week or whenever the storm's gonna hit, potentially tomorrow, if the video isn't up by 4:35, because I had to do some adjustments so it went up a little after 4:30 yesterday, but 4:35, 4:40 at the latest, and there won't be a video. And check Twitter. I'll always put on Twitter when I'm not uploading, so that's a good rule of thumb. So let's get right to today's General Hospital recap. And I do not want to upgrade to Windows 10 because I hear that kills the computer. Alright, at the Haunted Star, Maxie wants to know who Dillon is trying to get over because she walks in on him, like, you know, kind of talking to himself, which I do all the time, so I cannot judge. He pretends he was running lines to himself. Good save. A film student is filming a behind-the-scenes video and just happens to be the, you know, the sex scene. And Dillon and Maxie, not too happy about that, kind of kick him out a little bit. Just a little bit. And while they're filming the scene, Dillon starts thinking about Lulu. Awkward. And Dillon, he calls cut because he cannot focus, and she thinks she did something wrong. He says, no, it was me, you know, I got inside my own head, I wasn't present in the scene. So she suggests that they shoot some other scenes first because it might have been a little too ambitious to go for that one. And they're rehearsing a breakup / let's talk about our feelings scene. And when he slips and he calls Marjorie Lulu, he's like, I have to get over you, Lulu. And Maxie's like, what now? And she calls him out on it. He admits it, and she's like, that's who you were talking about earlier. You weren't running lines. You were talking about Lulu. So he says how something changed when he saw Lulu all grown up and with, like, dispense her courage, but, like, something else too. And Maxie promises not to say anything to Lulu because Dillon's like, I'll get this all sorted out, you know. At the hospital, Lulu wants to know why Valerie can't stop thinking about Dante. I want to know about that too, Valerie. But she spins a yarn. That's my new pun I do now. I go, yeah.
That's my yarn?
Yeah, she spins a yarn. I used that yesterday too, and I make a face too. Anyway, let's get back to you. I'm having a conversation over here. So she spins a yarn about how Dante didn't come into work, so she decided to go get him coffee, blah, 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 blah. So considerate, right? So Valerie leaves, and Lulu and Dante wonder what's taking Carly and crew so long to get to the hospital. And by Carly and crew, I mean, and Michael and Morgan, but it's just easier to say Carly and crew. It's what I call me and my friends as well. And then Patrick comes out of the OR. Doesn't look like he has the best news in the world. I can tell by his face, although he has a great poker face, so who knows. At the police station, Paul calls Nathan into his office and wants to talk to him about Anna. And he wants to know from Nathan if Anna's all she's cracked up to be. And he says that he's thinking of hiring a special investigator out of the DA's office, and that Anna's like a potential candidate, so that's why he's asking him all these questions. So then Nathan tells Paul that he doesn't think the Carlos story is credible, especially considering who it came from. So then Nathan tells Paul that Ava could have set up an ambush while she was undercover as Denise. And Paul's like, well, the best way to know for sure is to find Carlos. And I'm like, really? Because I think the best way to know for sure would be to talk to Ava. But of course, he's not going to do that. So Valerie returns to the station. She tells Nathan she's like kind of out of it because she like knocks into him. But she tells him she's kind of out of it because of Dante. And she says that she told Dante she's not over him, and Nathan's like, well, what did Dante say? And he's like, I don't know, because Lulu showed up, or she's like, Lulu showed up before we got a chance to talk anymore. So Nathan tells Valerie that she needs to get over Dante because he makes his choice every day when he's with Lulu, and, you know, just because it might not be the answer she wants doesn't mean it's not the answer. You know what I mean? At Patrick's place, Anna stops over to talk to Sam. She wants to find out who shot Sonny, and Anna wants Sam's help. And Anna tells Sam that Carlos didn't shoot Sonny, and Sam wants to know why she's so sure about that. So Anna says she has some information she can't disclose because, like, if she told Jordan, she would have to tell her how she got it, and she can't do that. So Sam understands, and Sam's like, all right, Evan, let's find out who shot Sonny. And then Anna tells Sam how happy She is, Sam is in Patrick and Emma's life, and Sam kind of asks for Anna's blessing. She's like, well, would you mind if we made it official? So that's sweet. At SONNY'S, Morgan calls Ava out on how she's horrible to Kiki, she's horrible to Kiki, and Morgan wants Ava out, and Michael tries to stop him, and then there's a police officer there to make sure everything goes smoothly. Ava brings up how Michael bludgeoned his stepmother to death. Way to bring up the past, Ava. And Michael's like, yeah, I did. Do you want to know why? Because she tried to take away my baby sister, and Ava's like, that's clearly a threat. You're threatening me. I am feeling threatened right now. And Michael's like, no, it's not a threat. It's a statement of fact. I served my time. Like, I can say it, like, it's just fact. So, Ava's trying to make everything that's said into a threat, even if it kind of is a little bit, but it really goes nowhere. So, Carly has a plan. She wants to hand Avery over to the officer, and then the officer can hand her over to Ava, and Ava's like, well, just give her to me. And the officer's like, well, the family's gonna comply, so let's do it like that. And, honestly, it's probably better like that. It's probably safer for everyone. So Carly tells the boys that all that matters is that they get Avery in the end. They may have lost the battle, but they will win the war. And Carly is so thoughtful and, like, just comes up with the best quotes, So Carly gets Rick on the phone. She wants to know what he's doing to get Avery back. And Michael gets a call to come back to the hospital. Hospital part 2. So Carly and crew arrive at the hospital. So Patrick and the surgeons, they didn't get to the embolism in time. And they won't know anything for sure unless and until Sonny wakes up. And Patrick tells them that Sonny needs all the support he can get because that's what's going to bring him back if he's going to come back. At Ava's place, Ava has some real time with Avery now, but she needs to stop pretending she cares about Kiki because she's like, the three of us will be a family again, you, me, and Kiki, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, stop pretending you care about Kiki. Like, she clearly doesn't care about Kiki. I mean, sure, she loves Avery, whatever, but, like, she doesn't love Kiki. Let's call a spade a spade. And there's a knock on the door. It's Paul. Who else would it be? I feel like every time a door opens, it's Paul. And he wants to neutralize Anna Devane. That doesn't sound good. And he tells Ava that Anna knows Carlos was out of commission at the time of the shooting and that no one else could know that. End scene. Okay. Sam tells Anna about how Patrick proposed and how it's such a big step, and Anna tells Sam that married people are always a little unsure too, even like years into the marriage, so if it's that, like, she can not worry about it. She said it a lot nicer than that. Paul's gonna find a way to wrap up the Sonny investigation and has another plan for Anna. Dun dun dun. Patrick comes home and Sam's like, let's do something special, and Patrick's like, alright, that sounds good. That's pretty much how all the Patrick Sam story goes, to be quite honest with you. So Maxie comes to the station to take Nathan out for lunch, and Nathan's like, I thought you were shooting all day, and she's like, yeah, it didn't work out like that, let's go to lunch. Morgan brings up how Sonny's enemies might take this time to come after his territory, and how they have to stop him, and Michael's like, no, I have to stop him, like, not you. Shoo. He says it nicer than that, though. And then Valerie goes to the Haunted Star, and she kisses Dillon. So I guess she's taking Nathan's advice. Ooh, like most people should. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And tomorrow, okay, so what's happening is we're getting, like, a little bit of a storm before the hurricane comes. So that's great. Actually, they're like, it's kind of nor'eastery. And I'm like, that's great, because that's what happened with Sandy. But, let's wipe that from our minds. Okay, so tomorrow, if the power's out or something, I will try to get on Twitter. Cassie has more reliable internet connection, so watch Twitter, because even if I can't post it, I'll have her post it then I'm not posting a video. But seriously, like, even, okay, so it might be slow upload speed, so seriously, if it's not up and public by like 4:45, it's not going up, because even if it's a slow upload, it might take longer, so I want to work time in for that. But I do, when I upload it from my phone, it's on private, so you should be able to see that a private video was uploaded, and it's just not public yet. So if you see that, then of course, like, it's going up. But if there's any updates, like, seriously, check Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, 4:45 is pretty much going to be the cutoff. If you don't see a private video has been uploaded since that till then it's not going up. I will do everything in my power to get it up, though. I promise you. And alright, so that goes for like tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. We'll see how bad this is. Hopefully it's not bad at all. Go out into the Atlantic, Joaquin. Go out into the Atlantic. But I will see you hopefully for tomorrow's General Hospital. I hope. Oh, and obviously if I don't have cable, I can't put a reaction up, so I'll let you know if I lose my cable, so obviously, okay, that's a given. Alright, so I will see you tomorrow for more Drama Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye!